there, Leroy.
How are you?
Pretty good. Been a rough week, but other than that, it's okay.
Yeah. I can't really remember this past week. I think I was asleep the whole time.
I wish I was. I was fighting problems clients had with power outages. Well, we've been having
Rolling
because
blackout.
of because of the heat wave. We've been having rolling blackouts. This is the first day we've had any relief from the heat wave, so it's I think it's behind us at this point, but it certainly was miserable while it was going on. We had a number of situations where servers were just shutting down and
Yeah.
UPSs were misbehaving and so forth and so on. So,
2020
but
2020
you
has been a rough year all the way around. And rolling blackouts do not help the situation.
know, so I can assure you. Okay, let's let me do a little adjustment here.
Yeah, I saw somewhere about the rolling blackouts, and I was like, yeah, that's just what we need.
Yep. So, at any rate,
On top of everything else, we need rolling blackouts. Yeah. Here comes Jim.
okay.
Maybe.
Hola.
There you are.
Hola. Okay.
Yeah, see, we're talking about rolling blackouts, and Jim's sitting in a blacked out room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got us too, Art.
Well, you know, life is what happens when you're making plans. Okay. So, I guess that's why they pay me the big bucks.
Have you been blacked out today?
Not to knock wood, not so far. No, what happened since last weekend was that the temperature was abnormally high and the grid just can't handle it. And so the solution has been to share the pain, so to speak. So they've shared the pain amongst the various constituencies. And last Saturday night, I had a client with a server that just went offline, and since they 100% do remote over OpenVPN, man, they were down hard. And then Tuesday night, same thing happened. So, but today the temperature is quite a bit lower. Well, the temperature's in the high 80s, low 90s. Day before, I think on my outside temperature monitor, we were at 110, 112, something like that. So, and of course, what happens is when the temperature goes up, people depend more and more on air conditioning, and the grid just isn't prepared to handle it. And so, such is life. Fortunately, here at the house, we didn't lose power, but a very strange thing happened. I have a wireless thermostat. You know, it hooks into my Wi-Fi system and so forth and so on. And I had it set at 76. And all of a sudden, boy, I thought it was getting really hot in here. What's going on? I go look at the thermostat, and the set point is 80. So somehow or another, somebody remotely reset my thermostat set point from 76 to 80. I guess I didn't realize when I put in the wireless thermostat that I assume it's a local power company did that, but they managed to reset the thing to a higher temperature. So anyway, and we've been getting hate email all week long with, you know, set your thermostat high, don't do laundry in the middle of the day, blah, 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 blah. Or we're going to have to block you out. So, so anyway, I am suspicious that there's a back door into my wireless thermostat that I didn't approve. But such is life. Big Brother's alive and well.
Yeah, I'm wondering about the same thing. We just got a new one, and they have a software provider that manages it, and you have to load their software to be able to get to it on Wi-Fi. So, it's a feature, yeah.
Well, I think that anything is cloud-based, you can just realize that you have relinquished any and all control. And this is definitely cloud-based. There's no question about it. Because and it's handy in the sense that I can reset the temperature. I can flip from air conditioning to heat and back again remotely, which is real handy when I'm in Ohio. So if we're there over one of the seasonal transitions, and I have to flip it from heat to air conditioning or vice versa, it's easy. I just do it on my phone. But that is a back door into controlling it because apparently somebody else has got their finger in the cloud, so to speak.
It's what I hate about that is they didn't let you know. If they don't tell you and they have control, I like to know that they have control. And then when you do something, I need to know. That's not how this works.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what their obligations are, but all power distributions in the U.S., unless you have your own power generation system, are monopolies. There's no local option. I can't go to 5 different power companies and buy power. I've got the choice. I've got one choice. I can buy it from PG&E. It's kind of like Southern Ohio. You buy energy from Duke Energy. I guess that probably covers you guys too. Or you put a log in the fireplace, I guess.
We actually do have a choice to where we buy our power from. Now, having said that, you do not have a choice for distribution.
Yeah, as I said.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, the distribution, you have no choice. Yeah, theoretically, you can select one of several different companies that provide that power, but the middleman, the distributor, definitely controls what's actually happening.
So why are we here talking about this? Because, you know, California had brownouts and blackouts for many years now.
Well, actually not. It turns out that the last time the grid was this overwhelmed was 2001. We have had rare situations where there were power failures, but intentional blackouts date back to 2001. And the problem this year has been that the extreme temperatures have been higher this year than they've ever been in recorded history. So, you know, the real problem in California is this. In the 40 years I've been here, I actually came here in December of '79, 40 years since I've been here, the population has grown much more rapidly than the infrastructure to support this. And you see this not only in the power grid system, but you see this in the freeways. You know, you have freeways, and there's freeway going south from my house to San Jose that used to have little traffic jams, but now, well, up to the coronavirus fixed a lot of our traffic problems, but up until the coronavirus, you go down any of the major arteries. Yeah, right. You go any of the major arteries, and you know, it's not uncommon to take 45 minutes to go 10 miles. So, and that gets pretty frustrating. But the coronavirus has had the positive effect of fixing that. I had to go to a client twice, go on site at clients twice this last week, and I was amazed. I mean, where's the traffic? I mean, I was flying down the freeway and there were people there, but it was like 2 o'clock in the morning that there was literally no traffic to speak of. So, at any rate, I guess this is just something we have to deal with. I have considered getting one of these gas-fired generators that you can sit on a slab out beside your house, particularly in my house there in Milford. But the problem there is more weather, and specifically electrical storms. Here, we've had a bunch of electrical storms that have caused these fires we've got going on now, but that's very unusual. We'll go typically through a summer and never have a thunderstorm. Of course, we don't typically get any rain in the summertime anyway, but this last week, I think it was Sunday night, man, it was like a war zone with bolt electric lightning and so forth and so on. I've rarely seen that in California, but it certainly caused some serious, and again, it's a weather issue. You get real dry circumstances and you get electrical storms. So, anyway, so I'm sitting here now, comfortably air conditioned, knock wood, and don't have anything to complain about. How about you guys?
Vicente made it. I wasn't sure if he was going to.
Hi.
Hey, Vicente.
And
How you doing,
Fi-
Vicente?
Finally, there are no place for three in the car, so my wife and my son went along. There are some friends at the UC to help to move stuff, so it's okay. Art, how are you?
The dogs
I'm
are
still breathing, man. So, Vicente, have you moved yet or not?
I did it. I moved. Hello. Do we have a video? Okay.
There you
Hello.
are.
Hi.
Oh, there you are.
New place.
Oh,
Hey.
this is your new dig.
This is my
Very
office.
nice.
Wow.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I love it. But everything is in boxes still, you know. I need to unbox a lot of stuff, but I'm happy. So here we are.
Yep. Well, Ken and Barry are there also, but I don't see their video.
Art, you sound like you're gargly or you're underwater or something. You're kind of bubbly sounding to us.
It almost
Really?
sounds like you're overdriving the mic.
Well, let me go adjust.
Usually you're so quiet that you're hard to hear, and today it sounds like you're overdriving the mic.
Oh, there's Kenny.
Yeah.
Hi, Kenny.
Hey. It's all good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are looking for reviews here. And I'm just the guy.
Ask Barry what he's got going on.
Yeah, Barry, what's going on?
Well, house remodeling. It's lovely.
What is
Hi,
this
Barry.
you just posted?
That was a widget I came across the other day on a talk.
Okay.
It's a top for a Raspberry Pi that takes gestures. And they control like large screen monitor arrays with them. The guy that was doing the talk anyway. It's kind of neat. Also, in my infinite level of boredom, I came across. Do you know you can build or build your own keyboard, do-it-yourself keyboards?
I saw that, but I also saw that it probably wasn't a good idea.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just read the article that said, yeah, you can do it, but
You're not saving any money, but
yeah.
I mean, as I was looking at the parts, I mean, they're not cheap, but they're higher grade than I guess you buy in some of them. But like some of the kits I was looking at, I mean, they're like $80, $90. But then you get to pick, what kind of mechanical switches and everything you want. And the amount of soldering looked a little silly, but
Yeah. That may be why they said that it really wasn't worth doing it.
well, as I said, it depends on if you like that kind of, because you could have custom cases and everything. They showed one of the sites, I was going to link them, but I can't find them now. I guess I didn't bookmark them all. But they had like a stainless steel case and everything, and a chromed out one on the one site. And then like you could do, they had different keycaps, so you could get keys in different materials and stuff. I thought that's kind of neat. If you wanted something pretty unique, you pretty well could do it. But yeah, we are having the bathroom remodeled, and before they started, they decided to run a camera through the sewer line first, and decided we needed a new sewer line. So they have trenched a good 15 feet of the concrete out of the foundation to replace sewer pipe. So most of my computer equipment's bagged up. They were working on drywall today, though. So
Drywall.
oh
Did
yeah,
I hear
well
drywall, Jim?
Oh, no.
they ripped all the walls out of the bathroom and trenched out the floor and across the hall into the next bathroom.
I've done that.
So yeah, it's not going as planned.
So this Raspberry Pi hat tracker thing, that looks like the touchpad from a laptop.
Yeah, it kind of is. I said the guy was doing it, and I guess I'm not sure if it's supposed to support hand gestures. That's what the guy was setting it up to do. So I don't know if there's another version of it that company has.
Says 3D tracking and gesture hat. I don't know. It looks reasonable enough, I guess. $25 or so.
Yeah, I figured you guys would enjoy seeing it. So I threw it down in a bookmark and figured I'd toss it up there.
Interesting.
Sorry.
The link to it's down in the chat window if anybody else wants to look. As Barry put a link to it. It looks like a little like a laptop touchpad kind of deal. And
Put that down.
Vicente has his hand raised.
This is the video about them. Three versions. No audio.
But you've got your headphones on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't hear it because you got your headphones on.
Now? No. No, but you can use the link that Barry post. You have the screen.
Leroy, you been into up to anything?
I honestly, I can't remember last week at all. I remember the meeting and everything else is kind of a blur. I have no idea what I did.
I figured you would have not returned from ham radio land, is my guess. What is that, a kilowatt amplifier back there?
No,
It's a power supply, you know?
I found that in my storage unit. I forgot I had it. I bought another power supply because I forgot I had this one. It's a 6 to 15 volt 25 amp 25 amp power supply. It's a good power supply.
Yeah.
But I bought another power supply because I forgot I had this one. And we were digging through the storage unit, which I guess is something we did this past week. And there it was. And I was like, oh, I forgot about this. But there were a bunch of, oh, why do I still have this kind of thing? So we need to get like a little garbage bin or something and start tossing stuff out.
If you're throwing stuff out, you probably want to run it by Leroy before you get rid of it.
Yeah, Leroy really doesn't need more stuff.
Yeah.
Leroy will take it. He really doesn't need more stuff.
Double filtered. Need a double filter stuff.
I do. I saw somebody say something about what were they they were collecting something. It wasn't electronics, and I looked at their stack of stuff and I said, if that was electronics, that would be me. I mean, it was just a stack and stack and stack of stuff. And I'm like, most of my stuff's electronic, but I can't bring myself to throw most of that stuff out. I just can't.
What was the name of that place on 747 that you guys were talking about? The surplus place, or that 747? A place that had a bunch of junk.
Was it Mendelssohn's?
No. It's
Depco?
I don't know. I think I know which place you're talking about.
The back porch?
They have a lot of good electronic stuff there, but maybe
Oh
not.
yeah, hot, real hot.
Yeah.
Mendelssohn's is actually still around, but they're getting down to final days, I think.
This place was on 747 south from here, as I recall, and they buy the surplus and auction junk.
Yeah, I know the place you're talking about. I don't know what it's called.
Is it on 747?
Yeah, I think so. It's right there. It's right there near the back porch.
Oh, okay.
You talking about the like AWS auction rapid place?
I think that's it. Yeah.
AWS auction.
Yeah.
So
They had surplus of a little bit of everything. It wasn't all just electronics, right? It was just
Okay.
surplus stuff.
Oh.
Stuff. Everybody needs stuff.
Fast Track, I think is what they sell their stuff on.
Yeah.
Oh.
I actually bid on some fast track stuff. Didn't win it, but I bid on it.
I've won a lot of stuff. They done fairly well on most things. I got burned on 2 or 3 though.
They had some cameras, a whole bunch of cameras, and when I bid on them, I bid cheap, and I didn't even need them, so I didn't even care that I got outbid. So, but for a couple of bucks a piece, I was like, yeah, I'll find a use for those.
So Kenny, how's the PRT or public recorded PVR? That's it. Doing.
Doing pretty good. The recorder recorded on the 2 terabyte drive on Sunday. So what I noticed was when I took it from the television and took the terabyte drive and hooked it up onto my laptop, it had created a file of its own, all right? And I was able to scroll down and find that file, click on it, and then click on opening it up, and the programs that it had recorded Sunday morning were there. So then I took the flash drive that I normally used, okay, took it to the PC, the laptop here, and plugged it in, and I saw that it had created a file, the same file that was created on the 2 terabyte. And at which point in time, I clicked on it, and all the past programs are there. So somehow this makes its own file, a folder, I should say, okay? Makes its own folder and sticks them in the folder there. So the 2 terabyte drive held up fine, and the flash drive was good. So I ordered another 2 terabyte drive. Hopefully it's tomorrow from Amazon.
Okay. So I noticed, by the way, after reading the advertisement on that they do not recommend a flash drive. So that's good that it works.
Yeah, and good it works. Then I got a cable here today, okay? And the cable, the plug is really, really thin, okay? Compared to what it should be.
Well, you should make sure you get the right cable next time.
I think I will. But what's amazing is one end looked like this, okay? And the other end looked like this.
Is mini HDMI or?
So they got half of it right. It's all good. So
He's picking on me. Where the heck are you, Ray?
I'm at Boston Logan Airport.
Oh, that's one of my favorite places. Friday night, Boston Logan. Nothing better.
Looking behind him, I was like, Ray has to be sitting at an airport right now.
For years. He would videotape and send it to me. Boiling a pot of water.
Where are you
I'm
heading
just
off?
sitting at the, one of the seating areas, and I got myself plugged in so I can charge up more than 3% of power. So it's all good. But Boston Logan is probably one of my favorite airports. Like at the beginning of college, that's what this week is everybody's coming into Boston for college. And there are just so many beautiful young women here. It's crazy.
Yeah, if you ever go out in the burbs there, you know where they all went. They're not in the burbs. They're into Boston. Not that I would ever notice such a thing.
I went up to Manitoba, Canada once, and it was the first spring day, that it was warm enough to actually go outside and walk. And Manitoba, I didn't realize was such a college town, but every female there that could get out in a skirt was out walking on the sidewalk. It was nice. We went and ate lunch out on the patio, and downtown, and it was quite interesting. But here, it's a beautiful 20-year-old every 2 minutes. So, just kind of surprised. I think it's kind of tapering off here in the evening.
Seen any raccoons or anything?
Not up here.
Oh.
I did see one in my driveway 2 mornings ago, and I have traps, and I'm going to have some Twinkies set out for him real soon.
Okay.
So we're going to see if we can catch them in the live traps and then dispose of them. I'm not looking for humanely disposing of them, just disposing of them.
We found that if you put cheese or peanut butter or whatever, wrap it in cloth and then tie it, and tie your string to the trigger, and that way, because they'll take your Twinkies.
They're pretty smart.
Well, yeah.
I've been watching some of these mousetrap, rat trap stuff from YouTube, and these mice and rats are bringing sticks to the traps to set off the traps first. I would have never expected a rat would bring a stick to set off the trap, but they do.
Rats are smart.
Yeah.
I am catching moles, the one mole. I have one here. I catch a couple the last 2 days. I can share the screen.
You should be able
Morris the cat, or
You can see it
no.
no?
now.
Oh. All right.
I have
Oh,
some.
the mole. I see.
Yeah, I catch a couple the last 2 days.
Now see, Ray, now that's how you do it. Very gentle. Those are rubber ribbons there.
Do you see all the tracks in the grass here?
Oh yeah. And you'll find a good home for it on the farm.
Yeah, I just leave them over a stump overnight, and some animal is taking them and eating or something. So I don't need to bury or do something with them. Just I put them over the stump, and they disappear the next day.
Ray, I hope there are no raccoons over there. My goodness.
Sorry, I was distracted. Like my 2-minute timer came up.
I saw a lot of turkeys and deers There is a lot of animals around.
Our deers had a issue with a new creature that is in our neighborhood. Let's see if I can get that up. There was some new four-legged beast
What?
in our area.
I'm on Zoom right now.
A four-legged beast.
Yeah, four-legged animals that appeared in our neighborhood. Here you go. And let's see. The deer were quite interested in the new animals. They didn't recognize them. And let's see. Oh, there they are. I'll show you guys in a second.
Coyotes.
They're the four-legged.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
the four-legged beast that the deer couldn't relate to. She might have been looking for the new buck in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got coyotes. There's our buck. Yeah, we need to get Vicente to help us with some of these things. He's got the right traps over there.
There's a new legislature that was going through just a couple days ago about creating a full open season on coyotes. Killing them off in Ohio because there's such a problem.
They are becoming quite prolific around here. And we only have 3 raccoons. That seems to be what we can carry around here.
I believe in a zero tolerance on raccoons now.
I think Vicente could probably come up with something that would solve our problem, I'm guessing. Vicente dropped out, looks like.
I don't know.
He was there a moment ago.
Now I am trying to figure out how to cut branches using a drone to pass the way across the branches, you know, and use a chainsaw and just cut the branches. But
okay.
it's like I don't know, 80 foot. It's pretty high. It's pretty high. The trees are huge.
You're supposed to cut them close to the bottom and watch them fall.
They are huge trees. I can show you the tree here. Share screen. You see this?
Ooh, that's big trees.
Yeah, very big. So, and the branches is out of the picture up. I need to do something about that.
Gail, is that?
I know, it could be poison ivy
Yeah. Looks like you might have some poison ivy on that tree.
I hope no. I was once in the hospital because the poison ivy.
Yeah, zoom in on that and Gail will tell us if you got poison ivy or not. We've had it. We have it. people who have woods.
I didn't know about the poison ivy, and I was cutting a big one with a saw and spent all the morning collecting them. And the next day I was full of red spots in all the body. And at the hospital, everybody was laughing at me because they immediately knew that I was poisoned by the ivy. But it wasn't my first time with it, and I didn't know. Each time that I scratch in some new place, appear a new red spot. You know, it's like I myself was spreading all around my body with the nails or something. Wow.
They have what they call calamine lotion or some variant of calamine, which is
I was using a lot of stuff for almost a couple of weeks.
yeah.
But it was desesperating, scratching, trying to scratch all the time.
Okay, so I got a good one about the poison ivy.
Uh-huh.
So I was working on Sunday, and I was working on the poison ivy around my tree, and I didn't realize it was so bad, and I got it all over my arms and my legs. And then on Monday morning, I got on an airplane to New Mexico.
Oh my God.
And I was itching and itching, and I got to my hotel on Monday night, and I was so itching. I thought, I'm just going to get in a shower, a really hot shower, and you're not supposed to take